purpose of this interview is to get to know you better and find out about your plans for the future once you finish at Salt Lake Community College. Today, we will be discussing what you're studying at SLIC, what you plan to do with your degree once you graduate, and what your 5-year plan looks like. This interview will take about 15 to 20 minutes of your time. I would like to audio record our interview session so I can look back at your responses once we finish. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Awesome. And then lastly, do you have any questions for me?
I will later.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry, I'm a little sick too, so I don't have COVID, I promise, but I get a lot of sinus infections, and so it's just another one of those. So sorry about my voice.
Oh, you're good. I couldn't even tell. I'm sorry you're sick.
I'll probably cough up a lung here in the middle somewhere, so sorry about that too.
That's okay.
Okay, so first question is focused on Salt Lake Community College, your Salt Lake Community College major. So the first question is, what experiences have you had in your life that have led you to choose this particular major? And what is your major? And then that question.
Yeah. So I'm going to be an auto technician. So, and kind of some things that built up to that was just, I enjoy actually working on my car. Nothing crazy, just, oil changes, brake changes, just really simple stuff. But just getting to do that with my dad and him being my little mentor, I was like, well, I love doing this. It's a puzzle. And yeah, I'd like doing it. He actually works as a lift mechanic up at Deer Valley. And so I've been born and raised watching him do that. So
awesome.
Following those footsteps.
That's awesome. So my next question, which you kind of already answered, is, are there any specific people that have inspired your decision? And you said your dad, right?
Yeah, my dad, and also my Aunt Jen. She's an electrician, so between the mechanics and he's also an electrician, but that's kind of the goal, those two people.
Awesome. So this isn't another question, but did you start working on cars with your dad when you were young, or is this just kind of been recently that you really gotten into it?
So I've been changing my oil ever since forever. I got my first car when I was in high school, so I started doing it then just to save some money, which it's really not that much of a money saver, but
right.
but still, skill building, and just fun time with my dad. And then he's had older trucks that I've always just watched over his shoulder, held the light, helped him out where he can't get to, and I'll get up there and screw stuff in for him, but just kind of been his right hand man.
Okay, great. The next question is, has there been a time where you have questioned your decision to major in this specific field, and why, if there has been?
Yes, because I'm tiny, so what I want to work on is snowcats up at the ski resorts, or be a lift mechanic, and pretty much they're huge, and I'm tiny, so
yeah.
There's definitely going to be some accommodations I'm going to have to figure out for myself, but I'm determined, and I have a lot of energy, so I'm just excited about it. But I did think about it. Sometimes I'll be like, maybe I should have done culinary.
Hey, you can always still go back if that doesn't work out for you.
It's true.
Never too late.
It's never too late, but I do cook every day, so there's that.
Yeah, that's true. That's awesome. Good for you. I hate cooking.
Oh, snap. Oh,
But it's different because, I think it's different when you have to cook for people versus, when you just, when you do it for pleasure and just to enjoy cooking, right?
Well, I don't enjoy it all the time, that's for sure. I don't like the cleanup, and I don't enjoy it. I have to cook only because I'm gluten intolerant, so pretty much nothing's ever made for me.
Gotcha.
It stinks.
Yeah, sometimes you're forced into it when you have, certain things you can't eat. Sorry, off topic.
Oh, you're
Okay,
good.
so next question is, what do you love most about your major?
I really like my instructors so far. They've all been really cool. I like getting to actually work on stuff, except for obviously right now that's not happening. But I do enjoy actually being able to be hands-on with the vehicles and not just be purely material based. I'm working, I'm doing what I will be doing in the field.
Right. Okay. And then last question for this is, what's something that you surprisingly dislike about your major?
Some of the students are just young and they're boys and to be expected though, and they just don't take it quite as seriously, so they'll be goofing off in the corner and I'll just be like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this over. It doesn't bother me too much, but that would be it. I feel bad that they're not I know what this is and they're just not quite there yet, so I just feel bad that I can't mother them come on, little ducklings, you've got this.
Right. It's true. Yeah, I mean, it's all. I feel like I didn't take school very seriously when I was young, and so now that I'm older, it's just a totally different dynamic, and I just look at school completely different.
I'm 23, so I kind of get it. I took a little break there.
Yeah.
And coming back, I'm oh, I don't know a lot anymore.
I'm 30 and I feel that way, so you're ahead of the game.
Woo!
Woohoo! Good for you. Okay, so the next topic, I guess you could say, is plans with your degree. What do you plan to do with your degree?
So I do work for Valvoline Oil, Instant Oil Change.
You work for who? Sorry.
Oh, I work for Valvoline Instant Oil Change, and that will actually allow me, if I work for them for 2 years, it gives me the experience I'll need to actually graduate with my Master Tech certificate. So I'll have my Applied Associate's degree, but I'll also, it's a separate thing outside of school that you have to do, but it makes you get paid a lot more. So right out of school, I'll be able to snag that piece of paper. So.
Awesome. Okay, so do you have a dream company that you would like to get hired on with when you graduate?
Not necessarily a company, but I know I want to work for ski resorts, whether it be on lifts or I just like to be outside. As long as I'm working outside in that nature in the mountains, really having a happy drive is what I like to call it, a drive where you see beautiful nature and creatures and, you get there and you're surrounded by trees.
Right. I don't blame you. I would want to be outside too. Okay. Next question is, would you be willing to move out of the state for the right job job opportunity, and where would be your ideal place to move?
Heck yes. We're gonna move to Alaska after we graduate with our bachelor's. So we're gonna go to UVU next, and then we're gonna go to Alaska, and we're gonna be building out a little van. So
that's amazing. I have a friend that lives in Alaska, and the pictures that he posts are just unreal.
They're just jaw-dropping. You're
yeah. It's true. The scenery and just the nature, it's unreal. I get so jealous when he posts those pictures. So I think that's awesome. Yeah,
pretty excited.
Okay. Let's see. Next topic is your 5-year plan. You kind of already told me a little bit about what that is. What are some things in your personal life, apart from schooling and your career, that you would like to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Well, I'd like to get married. Maybe if they heard that. Oh, I'd like to get married. Yeah, that'd be fun. And, well, yeah, move. What else do I want to do?
Are you with somebody right now?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're really fun. They're actually in our class.
Is it Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is so weird, but I think it was mostly because of the salt lamp that was like in your guys' speech video, and I was like, hold on, is that the same place? Is that the same? And then I realized that it was. I was like, they must like be dating or friends or something. So that's awesome. Good for you guys. I'm excited.
Thank you. We were like, let's take a class together. It'll be fun.
That's awesome. And you know what? That does make it a lot more fun.
It has. It's made it a little bit more bearable since it's kind of like, at home. So I'm like, oh, cool, well, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so married. Is there anything else you thought about?
Just that van. I really want to get a van. I want to get it started after we graduate with our associates, just so like for the following 2 years while we're doing our bachelor's, we can kind of like intermittently work on it, build it out, get it ready, so we can spread our wings and fly to Alaska.
Yeah, that's amazing. That seriously sounds like a dream. That's so great. Okay. What is an area in your life that you'd like to improve upon in the next 5 years? Besides being married.
Besides that one's kind of up to them. They already know that. They're like, well, I can't tell you when I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna be cool.
Well, yeah, there has to be an element of surprise at least.
Well, I made that clear. I was like, I don't want to know. There better be secret messages that I don't know about.
That's awesome.
So what do I want to work on? I really want to work on, I have so much that I'm always working on. I am actually trying to work on getting stronger in my arms. I have like really strong legs, but my arms are like little noodles, and they're pretty necessary for my job. So I'm working on.
Yeah, you might want to get a little bit more beefy for that.
Yeah. So I'm working on, building strength overall, but getting healthier, and also working on controlling my anxiety. I have like really high anxiety, except for when I do speeches, weirdly enough. So that one just blows my mind. I'm like, I don't understand that one. I'm being punked.
Right. That's so funny. Yeah, I have anxiety too, girl.
I'm just like,
it can be pretty rough sometimes.
I feel you. So that's, working on that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, last question is, what is an area in your life that you are happy with and would like to continue doing for the next 5 years or so?
Skiing. I will never, I'm so happy with skiing. I've been skiing my whole life. I will do that my whole life. And trail running and just being in the nature. That I never want to stop, really. I don't know if that was really what you were looking for, but...
No, that's great. That's perfect. Okay. That's all the questions I have for you today. I love getting to know you better through finding out about your major, what you plan to do with it, and your 5-year plan. It sounds like you have a great future in front of you, filled with many opportunities. Do you want to take the screenshot right now?
Oh yeah, let me fix my hair. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I think I did it right. Okay. Okay. I'm done.
Okay.
So go for it. It's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing you just did. I may have more questions, but they're fun. All right, here goes nothing. Hello, Sophia. Smile and wave. Thanks for making time to let me interview you. I'm so excited to learn more about you and what defines you as a person. So we are both aware that we're doing this interview for our communication class, and I want to find out more about you and your family and your culture. So I have 3 topics actually I'd like to ask you about this evening. I will be addressing important topics in your life, your family, your Hispanic culture and music.